What's up, y'all? Welcome back to a new video. Today it's a different video again because, well, I need some help deciding what battle song I should get next if I get like one anytime soon, like this or next month, somewhere. And yeah, I got like, how many? 6 now as an option, and I want to know what you all would pick. So, well, wait a second. Alright. The first option I would have would be a crescent if it gets in stock anytime soon. I'm also gonna give reasons why I want these specific ones. So, well, first, I'm a really big fan of the design from the crescent, cause I really love how it looks, and it's very lightweight, and that's my style. I love more lightweight ballad songs. It also has G10, which will wait. G10. Um, 4 out of my 6 that I chose have G10, and well, I have no problem with going with aluminium or whatever it's pronounced. But I would love to have a G10 one. But if one flips like significantly better, then I guess I'll get the aluminum one. Aluminum, not aluminium. Pluck. Alright. So, I would choose the crescent. Would be one of my options. Now again, why the crescent? It's lightweight, it looks beautiful. Like, you can't tell me this ballad song doesn't look peak. It's the peak of designing. You can barely get any better than this. The person who designed this on Create with Nibales, they should get an Oscar. Not an Oscar, what the they should get a prize for that. Other than mass production. Because that ballad song looks peak. Alright, so lightweight, has G10, looks perfect. I've only heard good of it. And it comes with everything you need on a ballad song. Alright, what I would choose next would be an LDY Kite AL V1.5. Now I haven't seen any reviews on this actually. I might look some later because, well, I'm just gonna look at a review or something of the Kite AL. And yeah, so why the Kite AL? Just like the, how's it called again? Crescent, it has G10, as we can see over here. That is G10. Also, it looks very good as well. The blade design is very cool. The handles are very cool. They also have like a camo color. It also has a functional bottle opener, an instrumental level tuned acoustics, dual stage CNT for tight tolerances, anti-pinch pivot protection, classic momentum closer to neutral balance. And I'm a neutral guy because, well, this thing, it's kind of like the impulse is like, it's still more handle bias, but yes. With the way it is handle bias, with only the screws, it feels neutral actually. Like, not completely, I can still feel it a little to the handles, but it's very neutral. And without anything, it's more handle bias. I mean, this doesn't really work. You have to see where the balance is when flipping. Then it has an adjustable weight system and dual side reinforced pivots. I think that's supposed to mean Zen pins. But yeah, I really love the design on this one as well. And it has basically everything I would want on a Balisong itself. So basically nothing except a bottle opener. Just kidding. But it also has G10 and everything, so that's definitely a W. They also have a life blade of it. For only $10 more? Damn. But yeah. So that would be my next option. Not my next option. That would be my second option. But it's not the actual second. I don't have really an order on what I would want these. Except like second place would be the aluminum ones. And first place would be every single one with the G10. Alright, so again, why this one? It's cheap. $75. It's still a budget trainer. Alright. Almost no, not almost. Never mind. Alright, so it's cheap, has G10, has a bottle opener, looks clean. Basically everything I want. Alright, next one. The LDY again. Orion. Now, this one is like a ton more expensive. But I think it looks very clean as well. The thing is, if this one is the actual best, this one has the lowest chance of my parents being alright with it. Because, well, $90, which is... Wait a second. 90 divided by 1.18. That should be around 76 euros. And I remember my parents saying $40 for 3 pieces of metal is already a little much. But yeah, that's why it has the lowest chance. Well, here's why I chose this one as well. Again, the design. It's perfect. Like, look, those rails, they will give you a ton of grip. The jimping is also pretty good. It looks like the blade design is peak. And yeah. And well, it's a budget trainer still. And then what it has, a neutral balance through weight distribution without sacrificing momentum. Perfect. Newly redesigned pivots and screws for improved durability during tuning. I don't tune much, but well, won't be bad. And functional side jimping for enhanced grip and more aggressive aesthetic. Yeah. So that would be my second choice, because, well, it looks great. It's not too expensive. I mean, it is expensive compared to what I have. But yeah. It's the most expensive option, actually, that I have to show you today. And yeah. So, yeah. And it also just, yeah, looks good. I've heard actually good of it, I think. I mean, I think they talked about the Orion. But it does not seem bad at all. Alright, next one. We're already halfway through the list. Next one, no, would be a refault. Thomas Balisong refault. So wait a second. Yeah, Thomas Balisong refault. Let me see. Oh, I can change it to euros. Perfect. Let me change it. Okay, it's just there, but alright. It's just here, I click on it and nothing happens. Bro, the fuck? Alright. Anyways. Yeah, the refault. Why the refault? Adjustable weight system. Has G10. Looks extremely clean. Yeah. Might not have as many things, as many aspects to why to buy it, but no. $70, not euros, dollars. That means in euros it will not be very expensive, and that is perfect for me because, well, my parents are not a fan of expensive Balisongs, and the Crescent, for example, just gonna go back to it. 79 is no, not 79. What the 75. The Kite also 75. Orion 89, and this one 70. And it has a ton of options. I would choose one of these. So this one, it's white with purple liners, jade green with silver liners, white G10, so white G10, purple liners, and a black blade. Our carbon fiber is $100. I'm not buying that. Yeah, so that's the refault, which would actually be my first choice, but well, I haven't heard too much of these Balisongs that I was showing today, and yeah. Alright, next option. Now, people are gonna hate me for this probably, that I even have this as an option. But I'm talking about a Nautilus clone. And well, I do not really support clones. I'm not for cloning. To be honest, if I could, I would stop cloning. But the shit is, it's valid to clone them. You know why? This one is 43 euros. 43 euros. So basically nothing. Okay, it is something. Is.co. Bro, what the fuck? Yeah. So the Armshark Nautilus clone, 44. Let's say 44. Now the original Nautilus, $250. No, euros, not even dollars, euros. 250 euros. I'm not buying that. So yeah, that's why I'm showing you the clone, because, well, I'm not gonna get the original one. Why would I get this one? The design is clean, from Squid Industries, not from Armshark, from Squid Industries. It has a ton of color options, actually. Like, very many, I mean, like this, 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 basically anything. Okay, maybe not anything, but, well, a ton of color options. So let's say, like, this one is my favorite, and if it's not in stock, then I can get this one. If it's not in stock, I can get this one. If it's not in stock, I can get this one. Then this one, or this one, or this one. Yeah. Alright, so it's cheap, looks good, from Squid Industries, has a ton of color options, and Armshark does good ballad songs. My neighbor has an Armshark OG4. Let me show you what that is. Here's this ballad song, and it flips excellent. The only flaw on it is that it's a clone. I also have a review on that, so go and check that out, I guess. But yeah. So, I just like this one, and I haven't heard any bad of it, except that it's a clone. And the last one would be the Armshark Kraken, or Kraken V3 ballad song clone, also from Squid Industries, and the real one costs 235 euros, I think. Yeah, but something in that direction. And, well, why this one? Looks good. The design is from Squid Industries, though. It's cheap. It has a ton of colors as well. And I haven't heard any bad of it, except that it's a clone. Alright. So it would be fire if y'all would give me your opinions on which one I should get. If you have actually flipped any of these. If you have any other recommendations below Orion price, because, well, the Orion is like the maximum, I think. And yeah. So if you have any experience with any of these bell songs, leave a comment. I will read every comment. If you have other suggestions, also write it in the comments. I have no problem with that. And I will, for every other recommendation, I will check it out. But, well, for example, the cheese, if you recommend me the cheese, no, it's out of the game. I mean, it's just, I know the cheese is worse than most of that I showed. Or not worse, but, well, I would rather have a crescent than a cheese, for example. But yeah. Revolve would also not be it. So yeah. If y'all have any recommendations, again, write it in the comments. And yeah. Any opinions also in the comments. And for the people who think that I'm gonna buy a clone and then support clones, I'm not going to. I do not support clones. Of course, I would do an unboxing and I would give an honest opinion about it. Because, well, I'm not gonna lie, say that it's bad, and then continue using it in every single one of my videos because it's the best flipping one. I ain't gonna do that. But yeah. So again, I do not support clones, but well, I really like the original ones, but well, I'm too broke to get the original ones. Or well, I'm not too broke. My parents just wouldn't let me. I mean, I wouldn't. I already asked my parents. I already asked my parents, and I would not be allowed to get a Moab, and that's like 150 euros. So anything over 100 euros is, I think, very much too much for my parents. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Again, leave your opinions in the comments and other recommendations. I would really appreciate it. I also am aware that Bella Plus makes very good Bella songs, but I think I'm gonna take Armshark over it because, well, I have experience with Armshark. I flipped one before, and yeah. Thanks for watching. I would appreciate a subscribe if you want. Maybe a like on this video, and yeah. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and see y'all in the next video. Bye.